with this reading. This is a reading regarding why do people fall for you. Before we get into this is a general reading, so not everything will resonate for you. If nothing resonates at all, I will pick a different pile. And if you have trouble picking piles, I recommend the random number generator. That's something I always use and always helps me. That being said, this is group 1, group 2, and group 3. I'm going to give you time to pick your groups in peace. And with that being said, if this reading resonated for you, if it was entertaining, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, especially comment because I love reading out feedback and talking to y'all in general. And with that being said, I will see you in the reading. Bye. Group 1, welcome to your reading. This is a reading regarding what makes people fall for you. Before we get into this, I would like to say this is a general reading, so not everything will resonate for you. If nothing resonates at all, I'll pick a different pile. And if you have trouble picking piles, I recommend the random number generator. That's something I always use and always helps me. With that being said, let's get into your reading. We have the Knight of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, and the Three of Swords. As for your oracle cards, we have the Father, the Ocean, Anima Mundi, I think, the Venom, and the Castle, and the World. And it's so crazy because Anima Mundi, I don't know, has the energy of the world here. So that's pretty crazy. Oh wow, we have the Tower and the Devil here. Okay. So what makes people fall for you? First of all, regardless of gender, but you guys radiate a lot of masculine energy. A lot of you guys are very disciplined, or maybe at the moment your heart is just really closed off when people meet you. But why do people fall for you? Starting off with the Knight of Swords and the Four of Pentacles, you guys have this beautiful way of broadcasting yourself, but yet not putting too much information out there so people don't start acting like they know your whole life. So it's like people know of you, but they don't actually know you. I feel like your energy is so overpowering. It's so strong. It's so bright in energy and light. It's crazy. But with this Nine of Swords and the Four of Pentacles, I feel like a lot of you guys can also go off of nothing. You don't have to have a lot of materials and tools to create something. You don't have to have these things. With the Knight of Swords is someone that is very ambitious, someone that you can't really say no to because they're not taking no for an answer. They are very forceful in their actions, not like in a bad way. Well, it could be a bad way, but in this particular situation, you guys don't need a lot to go off of. People can give you the bare minimum and you're still able to make something out of that. You can only have 3 ingredients, but yet you're still able to make a cake that most people cannot make, even though they might have 10 plus ingredients. You're someone that's very resourceful, and I feel like people like that. With the Four of Pentacles, like I said, you're not someone that puts your whole business out there, but yet people somehow, some way, you're still the center of attention. It's like, I'm hearing that you like breadcrumb people. But like, you don't do this intentionally or like to hurt people. You could, but look, we're not getting into that. But it's like, and I don't think that you do this on purpose. It's just it's like you don't really have much to talk about with people. And if you do, it's not like a topic they would probably understand, because with this Ocean card being here, you're someone that is very, very deep. You're someone that is down to earth. You're someone that has a lot of thoughts and opinions and feelings about a lot of things that most people cannot even resonate with, that most people won't even understand. So it's like, I feel like you don't even bother. Like I'm getting that energy. You're very unbothered. You don't even try to do things anymore. With other people, maybe you're very to yourself. That makes sense with this Four of Pentacles. Like, you're the Knight of Swords, and Knight of Swords is not to themselves. But with this neighboring card, I get the energy that, well, I was already getting this energy because we do have the Three of Swords, the Venom, and the Father. Like, you guys are very closed off when it comes down to your heart. Because I feel like you guys had your fair share of disappointments, betrayals, heartbreaks, all of that. Like, you had enough of that. So I feel like at the moment, you're very closed off. And if you are not this way, I think people just view you to be that way. But yeah, the Knight of Swords is very guarded. You see how guarded he is? A very guarded energy. It's like the Father and then the Ocean. The Father is kind of, I represent that. Like, when it's connected to tarot, I look at that as the Emperor. The Emperor does not engage in their feelings at all. You would think that they don't have any. I feel like the Emperor has tricked himself into believing that he has no feelings either. Like, it's there, but he's so much in his logic, in his mind, that he doesn't even entertain his heart. Like, he acts like it's not there, and because he's done that so long that he feels like he actually doesn't even have a heart. But with this Ocean, you have deep feelings. Like, I feel like some of you guys are an empath, but it's like I'm getting wounded energy. And I wouldn't even, it's like there's metal around your heart, so you don't even get to see it. So like you're looking at the heart, but you just see like a metal box or a metal cage. But behind that metal cage is a heart with 3 swords in it, because your heart is still wounded, but you don't look at it that way. This guarded energy is coming from a wounded energy. But we're getting so besides the point. The point is, why do people fall for you is because of your guarded energy. Like, you would think that's crazy. Like, why would someone fall for someone that acts like they don't have feelings? But it's because, like, I feel like some of you guys can't really hide it. Like, you do, but you don't. It's like people can tell that you have feelings. You just don't entertain it. It's like you guys do nice things for people. You're a nice person. So how can you be cold-hearted? You get what I'm saying? It's like you guys are trying to put on this brave face and act like you're cold-hearted, but it's like in the same breath, you compliment everybody, or in the same breath, you help anybody and any chance that you get. So it's like, how can you be a cold-hearted person if you're doing these things? You get what I'm saying? Like, there's levels to it, because of course you could just shut your heart down when it comes down to love. Yeah, of course there's levels to it, but let's not get fancy with words. But why do people fall for you with this Knight of Swords and the 4 of Pentacles? I feel like a lot of you guys are very ambitious. You're gonna go after what you want, regardless of how difficult it might seem with this 4 of Pentacles. It's like maybe you're trying to get to the Pentacles, but this lady is clinging on to it. You will still go ahead and make the effort to get those Pentacles. Simple as that. You have the Page of Swords and the 3 of Swords. I feel like you're someone that has a lot of experience when it comes down to heartbreak. Like, I feel like a lot of your passion, a lot of your energy, a lot of your fire comes from the fails, the disappointments, the betrayals, and the heartache that you had to endure. So it lights a fire under you. And I feel like this, people might not know that it stems from that, but what I'm getting, that it does stem from this. Maybe when people are going through heartbreaks, or maybe when people are going through a heartbreak, or when people are going through something, you can put useful advice. Like, you can give them useful advice because you've been through it. You been there, done that. You know what? That just reminded me of a dream that I had. I completely forgot about this. In the dream, there was a quote and I was saying it. It was like, I will literally leave you. I've been there, done that. And that's the energy you guys are in. It's like, I've been there, done that. Like, dude, I'm not gonna put up with this. And I feel like people like that because you have really high standards. And it's crazy because when I first pulled this card, I thought this was the King of Swords. This is giving me King of Swords energy anyways. We do have the Father here. So, and then we have the Venom. So it's like, yeah, you guys experience venom. You guys experience evil. So I feel like it just molds you into a more rounded person, because how can you be wise if you only experience goodness? It's like you have to experience both in order to be fully complete, if that makes sense. I don't know how else to word that, but with this Page of Swords and the 3 of Swords, I feel like a lot of you guys speak from experience. You have a lot of wisdom to give people, and people really enjoy that. With this Castle, this is really an offering, and like my heart is starting to ache. The Healer, yeah, you guys are very healing. The Riddle, people view you as a riddle. Like, you guys have really healing energy, but then it just leaves me to question, how come you haven't healed yourself? And part of this is because you guys are not even acknowledging the fact that you need to be healed. So what is this showing me? You guys are very empathetic, but could be really guarded when it comes down to love. It doesn't have to be love. It could be something else. Just take it what resonates and apply it to your situation. You guys are very logical. You guys are, I do think you're heartfelt as well with this Ocean. It's crazy because they're two conflicting energies. You're very heartfelt, you're very logical, you're very well balanced. Even if you don't feel like you are, this is how people view you. You have your head on your shoulders, you're very straightforward, you're very there's this another word and I can't, what is it called? You're very, not analytical, I don't know, strong-willed, I don't know. There's just a lot to describe you, and I feel like people like this about you a lot. The Page of Swords is something about the way you communicate, but I feel like this has to do with advice. I'm hearing like passion. Like, I don't know, maybe a heartbreak has been the catalyst to you becoming more passionate about life, or, you know, becoming more passionate about working on yourself. And I feel like people like this a lot. So let's get a few more cards and then we'll get totally into the Oracle cards. Spirit, why do people fall for this one? Spirit, why do people fall for this one? I feel like a lot of, okay, I'm getting to, oh my, no. Okay, I'm gonna pull the cards out first and then I'm gonna say what I gotta say. Let's see. This is the Ten of Cups. Spirit, why do people fall for group one? Spirit, why do people fall for group one? Spirit, why do people fall for group one? Seven of Cups. Yep. All right, let's get one more. Spirit, why do people fall for group one? Spirit, why do people fall for group one? Spirit, why do people fall for group one? Okay. Oh wow, the world is coming out again. Okay. We have the Five of Pentacles and the Fool. What's under this? The Death. Okay, Ace of Pentacles. Let's break the deck. Queen of Swords. See? Okay, now what was I saying? Oh yeah. I feel like you could attract, you guys could attract a lot of people that, of course, like people that are very stable, you know, level-headed, you know, got their head on their shoulders, of course. I feel like a lot of people like that. But I also think that you attract a lot of people that have daddy issues with this father here, because you act like a father. You know, it's like you are very compassionate, but you supply that child or whoever with the discipline, the knowledge, and the logic that they need to navigate life. But we have the Ten of Pentacles, the World, and the Seven of Cups. I kind of want to start with the Ten of Pentacles, not Ten of Pentacles, oh my God. Okay, well, I'm going to include that, but I want to start with the Ten of Cups and the Seven of Cups. You give a lot of people, you give people a lot to choose from. It's like, if someone is not into rock and roll, then you have something else to supply. Country music. If someone's not into country music, you have rap to supply. So there's a lot of things about you that makes people feel very, very emotionally fulfilled. I feel like you guys can easily emotionally connect to a lot of people, which is probably why you attract people that have issues, or they just have a lot of trauma, or, you know, things like that. I feel like you attract a lot of people like that because of the emotional support that you supply people with. Now, if you're not doing this intentionally, then you just come with this sense of comfort that people desire, like with the father. But with the Ten of Cups, you make a lot of people very, very happy. But I also mistaken this for the Ten of Pentacles. So the Ten of Pentacles mixed with the Ten of Cups, people feel that they could actually build something stable with you. They feel like they can build a foundation for themselves with you in their life. I feel like a lot of people can see themselves with you long term. Like they can have a family with you. They can build a house with you. They can, you know, just grow old with you, because you just, like, you're that type of person that people can see themselves with you in the long term. You know, when there's, you know, you meet people and they're like, yeah, I know, we're just gonna be friends for a season. You know, you're not one of these people. You're a person that people meet and they're like, yeah, this is a lifelong friend, romantic partner, whatever the case may be. With the Seven of Cups, I feel like a lot of different things come with you. And like I said, you know, the logic, the heartfelt energy, the knowledge, the advice, the playfulness, the funness. Like you guys are like the ideal person. See, Two of Cups in the Star. Jeez. People feel like you're going to heal them. There's a healing energy to you. And I did say that. And when I broke the deck, the healer came out. Okay, we have the Judge as well. But the Two of Cups in the Star, they feel like you complete them. They feel like if they were to connect with you, their life would just light up. I'm hearing like Rapunzel's hair, and you know how it glows. I don't know why I got that, but I'm not hearing that. A lot of you guys could also be very financially stable, and people feel like you could help them financially. And if you're not, then you just have a lot of wisdom when it comes down to a lot of different things, and they feel like you can help. With this world though, it's like, yeah, people look at you as a happily ever after. It's like, and like I was saying with that example, you know how you can look at someone and you can clearly see it's like, yeah, we're not going to be friends for that long. Like, this is not the type of person that will stay in your life long term without something going bad. You're not that type of person. People look at you and they feel comfortable with you. They feel safe with you. They feel like they can actually build something with you because, yes, meaningful connection. Yes, you give that. You're not someone that entertains, like, you know, connections that don't even matter. How long is this video? I'm trying to see. It's 14 minutes. Okay. But yeah, I feel like you probably attract a lot of people that have been left out in the cold. I'm hearing like orphans. That can resonate differently. I feel like you Two of Cups coming out. You could attract a Leo, might have their eyes on you, or a fire sign. But let's get a few more cards from this. Let's get one more card from here. But with that Castle card, I feel like people can tell, like, there's a lot more to you with this Ocean. Let's get one more card, Spirit. What makes people fall for good ones? Okay. What is this? The Mentor. I don't even have to look at the book for that. That's pretty self-explanatory. Like I'm saying, you're someone that is very smart. You're someone that gives a lot of advice that people can actually use. Like, you don't just tell people things and it's like they hear it, they feel good for the moment, and then boom, they're back to their old life. No, you give people very complex but easy to understand advice and input. You guys are very, very intellectual, and people can see this. They like to be around you, even if like they don't really believe in the stuff that you believe in, or they're not essentially on the level that you're on. They still like to hear what you have to say about certain things, because even if they don't believe in it, or even if they can't even grasp the concept of it, they still like to hear it. But with this Mentor, yes, you help a lot of people. You're very healing to people. People feel like they can actually move on with their life. They can actually progress within their life when they're around you. Like, you inspire people to do these things, and that's why I feel like people fall for you. Like, you're just this headstrong person. Like, you're just sitting there in your energy. Like, you're not even the Knight of Pentacles. You're the King and Queen of Swords, the Empress and the Emperor. I'm not really getting Empress, because the Empress doesn't really embody this energy. But with the Queen and King of Swords, that's who you are. That's really what I'm getting. Like, you're very intellectual. You're not someone that, you know, carries meaningless conversations, initiate meaningless things. Like, you don't do that. You just really just don't do that. I feel like you're the person, maybe you could be like the mother or father figure that someone ever had. I feel like it's more so the father figure. And then we have the Sun. Yeah, you make people really happy. I feel like you introduce new perspectives to people. Like, you're really the catalyst to people growing up and, you know, ending karmic cycles, which is probably why people view you as someone very healing, because as soon as you come into someone's life, boom, all of the things that are wrong in their life are highlighted, and now they can fix it because you highlighted those things for them and you gave them advice for it. But group 1, that was your reading. I hope it helped you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Welcome to your reading. This is a reading regarding why do people fall for you. Before we get into this, I would like to say this is a general reading, so not everything will resonate for you. If nothing resonates at all, I will pick a different pile, and if you have trouble picking piles, I recommend the random number generator. It's something I always use and always helps me. With that being said, let's get into your reading. We have the Four of Cups, the Two of Cups, Strength, and Temperance. As for your oracle cards, we have the Maiden, the Riddle, the One, and Enema Mundi, I think. Oh my god, you guys have such a light-hearted energy, and I completely understand why people fall for you. You're like, I don't know the name of this type of person, but it's like your ideal woman, your ideal man. But not gonna lie, this is more so feminine energy, and it's crazy because group 1 was more so about masculine energy, and this is more so about feminine energy. But with this Four of Cups and the Two of Cups, I see that a lot of you guys no longer care so much for relationships, or if that's not the case, then you guys probably don't have a lot of experience with relationships or genuine love, genuine affection within a relationship. So it's like, you know, some of you guys could have been in a very toxic, abusive relationship, whether that be romantic, friendship wise, family members, whatever the case may be. I feel like a lot of you guys probably do not have a healthy and true perception of love, and if not, it's just you haven't experienced it. And I feel like people can see that you guys might have a people pleasing tendency, and it's like you're just very innocent when it comes down to these things. And if that is not the case, then you're just completely disconnected from it. You're like, look, I don't want a relationship right now. You like, you know, you just want to take things slow. You want to just vibe. You want to just chill. Like, you're not really too infatuated with the idea of genuine love, or like just romance and relationships in general. Maybe like a week from now this might not be the case, but as of right now, I'm just getting a really pure, light-hearted energy. Like, you're not focusing on that. You're focusing on yourself. You're focusing on self-love. The Maiden is a very innocent energy. More like, usually she attracts a lot of toxic people and problems into her life, but this is only to help her transform into a woman rather than a child. And it's crazy because I had said that I was getting childlike energy, very innocent. So this can mean many things, which is why I'm trying to throw everything out there, so guys, so just take what resonates. But there's just a sense to you that's very innocent. Now, another thing that I'm getting is that you guys are not as innocent as you portray yourself to be, and that's not in a bad way. You're not trying to make yourself look a certain way. No, you're just, because like you're not focused on this, so there's no reason for me to flirt with you. You get what I'm saying? Like, there's no reason for me to embrace my dark feminine side if that's not even something I'm trying to get into. And people like question that. It's like, how is group 2 so smart, so complex, so level-headed, but yet when it comes down to this, they seem like they have no experience? You get what I'm saying with this riddle and the maiden? So like, it gives me the feeling that it kind of confuses people, but with the one, it's like you guys are the one to a lot of people. You're literally everyone's dream person. And I'm honestly getting feminine energy here. Like, if I'm not, okay, the only male here, right, is the 4 of Cups, but I'm genuinely getting feminine energy here. We do have the maiden here, and then look, 3 of Cups, 2 of Wands, right? 3 of Cups as your overall energy. Yeah, you're probably just focused on friendships, you know, going out, having fun, just a really lighthearted energy. And I feel like that actually makes people fall for you, because it's like, I love someone that doesn't feel like they need to depend on somebody else. That I love a person that doesn't feel like they need romance and love in their life. They are full. They fill up their own cup. They don't need someone else to tell them that they love them in order for them to feel good. Of course, it's going to make them feel good, but they don't need it. As long as they love themselves, they're doing fine. And I feel like a lot of you guys radiate that energy. Even if you don't feel that way, you radiate that energy, and it just makes people go ballistic. Like, I don't think that's the right word, but it just makes people go crazy. I feel like there's a lot, but when I tell y'all, look, y'all know, everybody knows, everybody on the channel knows, I would never lie in my readings simply because I feel like I get cursed. And I like to say that because I want y'all to genuinely know that I would not lie to y'all. But it's like, these people, I feel like, are crazy over you. Like, I'm just getting at, it's like, you know, like Regina George, right? She acts innocent, but she's not. She's very smart. She can be very manipulative. And I'm not saying that you guys are. I don't know a better reference. Like, I don't know any other reference. I'm just going to give her. But she's very smart, whether anybody wants to admit that or not. She's very cunning. She's very cheeky, all of that. But she plays this innocent, we wear pink on Wednesdays or Tuesdays, I don't know, type of person. And that's who you guys are. You're someone that is very, very beautiful. I feel like you guys probably radiate a lot of angelic beauty, innocent, cute beauty. But like, at any given time, you could turn into the dark feminine. And I feel like people know this. And like, they think like you are the one. Like, people look at you, like my heart, like I can feel it in my heart. Like, people look at you and they're like, they're the one. Like, you're classy, but you can also be fiery. You're very smart, but you can also be very playful. With the strength and temperance, you're someone that is very headstrong. You're someone that has a lot of confidence, or like I say, you could just appear that way. And that's how people are perceiving you. But you're someone that is very, people feel like you can save and heal them. Like, they're the one. They're gonna save me. People look at you and they're like, they're gonna save me. Like, there was this post, and it was like a girl touching like a man, but he was like, I think he was a stone, or like it's gray, and like she was just filled with colors, and basically the colors were flowing from her finger and onto the dude. I hope you guys can like visualize that. But like, that's what you are. Like, once you touch someone, you automatically start healing them, and they automatically start feeling good. So your presence is amazing. Like, you're a really good friend. You're someone that is very nice to be around. You're very playful. It's like, everything about you, like, people just love. Like, Queen of Cups, yeah, you guys are very, very emotional people. And I like, this is feminine energy here. Like, look, if you're a man, that's not a bad thing to have feminine energy. But with this 2 of Wands and 3 of Cups, I feel like probably you pay attention to who you surround yourself with. You're not going to surround yourself with negative energy. And if you do have negative friends, you will definitely emotionally disconnect yourself from them, or you just won't participate in the negativity that they participate in. I feel like you don't discriminate, you don't judge. And I feel like, yeah, with this Queen of Cups, you're very nurturing. You don't judge people. It's like, people are like the 5 of Cups, and they come to you, and like, you're just healing them. Like, you see how she has this cup in her hand? They're like the 5 of Cups, and you're offering them another cup. But this does nothing to your collection of cups. I feel like some of you guys have probably learned a really big karmic lesson, which is probably, you know, putting others before yourself, up to the point where you're depleting your resources and your energy. I don't think that you guys do that anymore. And if you do, you're still able to regenerate that energy back. Like, I'm telling you, like, people just view you as this perfect person. Honestly, you're very beautiful. I feel like you have the ability to calm people down. And like I was saying with that Five of Cups and Queen of Cups energy, there, the Five of Cups represents pity, victimhood, sorrow, maybe even taking a loss. Like, people view that way. Like, they're the Five of Cups, but they come to you and you somehow heal them. You somehow help them with this temperance. If you take a neutral stance, like, that's what I was saying with that fake friend. Well, not fake friend thing, but like with the negative friend thing. You'll be around them, but like, you're not gonna emotionally connect with them. It's like you hold a very neutral stance. And I feel like people appreciate that about you. But let's get a few more cards. Spirit, what makes people fall for the two? 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 Spirit, what makes people fall for the two? What makes people fall for the two? Yeah. What makes people fall for the two? Is this like, maybe you guys make potions or like healing oils or something? I don't know. Spirit, or maybe you practice Reiki. I think I said that right. Spirit, what makes people fall for the two? The world, yeah. I feel like you learned your lesson. You learned some sort of lesson. Is that the Nine of Pentacles? Yes, you're the Nine of Pentacles. Like, you're sitting in your abundance. The Nine of Pentacles is often a really attractive woman that's independent. She doesn't need anybody. You know, she worked for her earnings. Let me get two more cards. Spirit. Why do people fall for the two? Spirit, why do people fall for the two? Spirit, why do people fall for the two? Spirit, why do people fall for the two? Why do people fall for the two? Spirit, why do people fall for the two? Alright. Why do my cards always do that? Let me try and get it. What is this? The Ten of Swords. Okay. Spirit, why do people fall for the two? I already got something. Okay. Spirit, why do people fall for the two? Spirit, why do people fall for the two? Okay. That just jumped. Yes, Ace of Pentacles. Okay. Ace of Wands, dude, that's crazy. People view you as Queen of Wands. People view you as someone that was like, when you come in, oh my God, why does this make me want to cry? Like, I'm getting so emotional. Like, when people see you, like, and when you come into people's life, they're like, yeah, God loves me. God sent this person in my life. Like, you're like, something that I just learned about tarot is like all of the aces, they come from spirit. Of course, in readings, you can count them as, you know, maybe someone offering you communication, maybe someone offering you abundance. Of course. But in a specific situation, you are like an offer from the universe. And then we have the Ace of Wands as your overall energy. Yeah, you guys honestly give people the will to continue on with life. But with the World, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ten of Swords, I want to start off with the World and the Ten of Swords. With these two cards neighboring each other, I don't know if I said it in this reading, I hope I did, but you learned your lesson when it came down to certain things. I feel like you did go through a Ten of Swords situation, or multiple Ten of Swords situation, especially with this maiden here, but that has done nothing to destroy your ability to love, your ability to nurture, your ability to essentially love. And with the Ten of Swords, I feel like you probably, look, Seven of Swords too. See? Look, and then the Eight of Cups. What is under this? Guys, at this part, you're gonna hear like a whole bunch of stuff in the background. But I was just basically saying it's crazy how we got the Ten of Wands, Eight of Cups, and the Seven of Swords. Okay, I have to pause that. But it's like, look, I can't make this up. You guys have been betrayed a lot. I feel like people are very deceptive, sneaky, very fake. And you had no choice but to move on. And I feel like it left you with a lot of baggage. I feel like people also probably had this tendency of dumping their problems on you, trauma dumping, because I feel like you're just that type of person to help people regardless of anything. Like I was saying with that neutral stance. With all of this in the Ten of Swords, I feel like you've done that so much that it led you to this Ten of Swords, situation where it burnt you out completely, up to the point where you fall to the ground and you're begging for water with this ocean. Luckily, the universe, your ancestors, God, all of that loves you, so they placed you in a situation where even though you did fall, you have water surrounding you, healing water. Why did I just went off the deep end? Because why did I even say that? I forgot. Yeah. So I feel like you guys had your fair share when it came down to negative people. And I feel like this probably forced you to, yes, the devil. This forced you to create boundaries, strong boundaries, unwavering boundaries. It caused you to do that. And I feel like you probably went through a dark night of the souls, honestly. And like every time you go through this, people just see you come out of it, but better than you were before. So it's like maybe you guys even like tend to take on too much you can handle, end up getting burnt out, go into hermit mode, and then when you come out of hermit mode, you just glow up in every aspect possible, mentally, physically, emotionally, intellectually, all of that. But with this Ace of Pentacles, why do people fall for you? With this Ace of Pentacles, you offer something, you bring something to the table, and it's like, it's not even something physical. I mean, the Ace of Pentacles is something, it represents physicality because it's a pentacle suit, and that's something that's tangible. So yes, of course, you guys do bring something physical to the table, which I solely feel like it's yourself. Like you as a whole, like you can literally have nothing, literally nothing to offer but yourself, and that is still more than enough because you just have so much within you. You don't have to have anything external for people to love you, like fortunately for you, because a lot of people, you know, they obviously would not, you know, like there's some people that don't appreciate others unless they have something. But yeah, so let me break the deck and the devil coming out again. I feel like, okay, you know, that makes sense with that obsession that I was bringing up. I feel like a lot of people probably have an attachment to you, like what, oh my goodness. It's like when people meet you and like become friends with you, it turns into a why is that making me laugh? That's not funny. Oh my god. But it's making me embarrassed. Like I'm putting my hands, like my head on my hands, like I don't know, and like smiling. I guess you could say blushing or whatever. Like that's so but I feel like people like they are attached to you, like they can't let you go. It's like once people experience your energy, it's like you're not going anywhere. You're staying with me. Like that's that obsession I was talking about. But let's get another card from this deck. Spirit, what is it about group 2 that people fall for? Your energy is amazing. I feel like it could be your looks as well. It's like people think that you're the one, like oh my god, like they're the one. It's like Neo, you're the one. If you guys watch The Matrix, then you know what I'm talking about. Spirit, your smile too. Spirit, what about group 2? You guys could be a dancer or a comedian, but I don't know, something about your energy. Spirit, I just heard the way you wiggle your feet when you eat. Oh my god, what? Spirit, what is, oh my god. What about group 2 that make people fall for them? What is it about group 2 that make people fall for them? Straight, what is it about group 2 that make people fall for them? Okay. The castle. That's what I was saying. It's like there's much more beneath everything. And I'm gonna read this because this came out twice. But with this riddle, the castle is about its beauty, but the secrets, the deception, the facades that lie within the castle. Like let's be honest, like in movies and like when a castle and like a royal family is involved, there's a lot of movies where it's like, but you don't know what goes on behind closed doors. It's like they seem like the perfect royal family or whatever, but like there's secrets, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I feel like people do believe that you radiate a lot of royal energy, you're very expansive, but there's something beneath the surface. And like I was saying, like you portray yourself to be someone that's very innocent, but not like in a deceptive way. It's just like you don't see the point of going as far as to show your true self, and people are not even gonna understand you. It's not in a way where you're trying to like lower your value or anything. It's just like you just don't care to do it because it's like okay. And then see the ocean. Yeah, there's a lot to you. The underworld. You see, I can't like end in the stone. Yes, people know that there's more to you than the heart, right? There's more to you than you portray. And I feel like a lot of people are attracted to it as well. It's like there's so much to know about group 2. But let me get my book so I can read this card. Let's see. Table of contents. Where is it? All right, 219. Okay, why can I? Okay. Kairos or Kairos. You know, this isn't my reading if I can't pronounce something. That's so embarrassing when you really think about it. And none of you have said anything to me, so thank you for that. But it says, we have all had the experience of timelessness of life beyond the ticking of the clock. It may be felt as time standing still, slow motion, or losing track of time on a walk or in a lovely conversation. This is known as the mythic time, and it is the territory of Kairos. Oh my God, actually, I do know of this. And isn't there like a chamber? No, that was Chronos. Chronos chamber. Okay, so never mind. This card suggests there is a secondary time continuum that goes beyond any earthly clocks and schedules. Within this non-linear realm, we assess divine timing. A single moment ripens with, oh yeah, I'm not even gonna try whatever this word is, and our actions change the trajectory of our whole life. Time becomes a living thing that watches over us and tells us precisely when to speak or act. When this card appears, it is all about patience and precision. No clock can guide you. Wait for the rush of inner knowing and not a moment longer. So there's something about you being, and then yeah, synchronicity. Yeah, this really just goes back to me thinking about people feeling like you were sent from heaven. It's like maybe you come into people's lives when things are going bad and you just offer them that light with this Ace of Wands, 6 of Pentacles, yeah, King of Cups. Like, you're very nurturing and you just offer them that second chance at life. You like, yeah, I feel like you're that second chance at life. You're a walking embodiment of the second chance at life, and that can be taken so many ways, but this comes down to other people. When you walk into their life, like, okay, maybe life is actually starting to reward me. Like, you bring in that energy. But there's definitely something about timing about you. You guys can take that how that resonates, but maybe you guys have the tendency of walking in on time, talking about certain things on time, like something about that. But yeah, group 2, that was your reading. I hope it helped you, and I will see you on the next one. Bye. Everyone, welcome to this reading. This is a reading regarding why do people fall for you. Before we get into this, I would like to say this is a general reading, so not everything resonates for you. If nothing resonates at all, I'll pick a different pile, and if you have trouble picking piles, I recommend the random number generator. It's something I always use and always helps me. That being said, let's get into your reading. You have the 8 of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, the 5 of Swords in reverse, the Hanged Man, and as for your oracle cards, we have a Gape, the Stone, the Siren, the Threshold, and we have the Venom and the Devil. That's crazy. Also, I scratched myself and like, yo, and I don't know if you guys can see that, but this whole energy of this whole reading is crazy, because before I seen these 2 cards, I was like, dark feminine energy. Look at the fire we have. Look at the Siren. So it's like, this is definitely dark feminine energy. If it's masculine, or if you guys want to counter that, then it's dark masculine energy. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. But we have the 8 of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. Now, the first thing that I heard when I seen these 2 cards was they know their work well. They do their job well. They do their work well. So when you put your focus on something, or you want something, you're going to get it. It's as simple as that. No one can take anything from you. You're someone that is very ambitious. You're someone that is very concentrated on what they want, and they will not take their focus off of it until they get it, or until they achieve some sort of obtainment of that goal. Whatever the case may be, you're someone that works really hard. You're someone that defines their craft, someone that defines their skill, or refines, whatever you want to call it. You're someone that is going to focus on a goal, on an achievement that you want to have, until you get it, or until you reach the level that you want, or until you prove something to yourself, because you're just that type of person. And this scratch is starting to burn. Like, you guys definitely have really dark energy, and that doesn't have to be bad, because people attach a lot of negative remarks regarding dark energy. No, it's not dark. It's it's just not light. But with this Ace of Swords, I feel like you're someone that is very outspoken, someone that expresses themselves very well. There's something about like you, like when you speak, you know what you're talking about. Or when you speak, it just sounds like you know what you're talking about. And I feel like when you're speaking, people will look in your face. They will look at your mouth. So maybe you have really pretty facial features or lips in particular, but people will look at your face to see what you're trying to think. Like I feel like people try to read you, but with this stone card being here, I feel like you're someone that is very unreadable. And that just goes back to that dark energy that I was seeing, because I feel like a lot of you guys are very smart and aware of the way you think, the way you feel about things, as well as how other people feel and how they think about things, which makes it very easy to manipulate the situation and these people as well. I'm not saying that you guys do that, but I don't really know how to explain it. Like, I don't think I've ever got this energy on this channel. Like, and it's crazy because I just started researching like the dark feminine energy, and it's crazy how now like the last group I get that. But it's like, you're someone that knows what they're talking about. If you're gonna open your mouth about something, you're gonna know what you're talking about. And if you don't, it's gonna sound like it just because of the way you speak. You articulate yourself very, very well, and I feel like people appreciate that and like that about you, because when you're speaking about something, especially about your job or the work that you're doing, you're very passionate about it, and you will put it in a very complex way, but it's still also easy to understand. So it's like the complexity is there, so it can be admired and appreciated, but it's not so difficult up to the point where now it's really like people resent it, because like I can't even understand what you're saying, dude, you know. I also feel like you offer a lot of people advice that they can actually use, and that clears up confusion for them with this Eight of Pentacles and Ace of Swords, because the Ace of Swords is about offering clarity and truth. So I feel like when you speak, you offer clarity to people, even if it has nothing to do with the situation that they're confused about. Just the way you speak and like the examples that you give, the analogies that you give. I think I said that wrong. I don't even care. Just take the reading, just take the message. But whatever you say, it gives them clarity about many different things, even if that wasn't your intention. It's just your energy is very, very clarifying, even though on the other side of it, it can be very, very confusing, because with this stone card, I feel like you're very, very hard to read. Very hard to read. And this is the thing about you. If you want to be easily read, you'll project that. You'll act in a way that people can read you. But the moment you want privacy, you will shut that off. You're someone that is very, very smart, and people know this about you. And this is that dark energy that I was talking about. And like I said, it doesn't have to be bad. When you're in the dark, is that bad? No, I mean, it could be scary, but it's not bad. And the siren, that's all about, you know, sirens, they sing. They sound very angelic and beautiful, and it, you know, it lures who they want in, and they do whatever they want after that. That's who you guys are. There's something about the way that you speak that can very much control people and their thoughts. The way you speak, the way you get your message across, the way you articulate yourself, the body language that you give off when you're talking about certain things, the facial expressions that you use. I feel like you guys control all of that. Now, if you don't do that, that's just what people think that you do. It's like you will intentionally say something in a specific tone while doing a specific motion, while making your face a certain way to get the reaction that you want, because you know what it's going to cause. And that's what I'm saying, that manipulative energy. And like this is the dual to everything. Manipulation is not always bad, you know, because in general, like when a kid is a child, everything is manipulating them. Everything will, the other word would be molding them into the person that they will become when they're older. So this is what you do with your words. You're molding it into the equation that you want it, so it can get a specific outcome or a solution or a sum or whatever you want to call it. I feel like I just went off the deep end. So I really hope you guys understood that. But with this Five of Swords in reverse and the Hangman, like I was saying, that dark energy, the Five of Swords upright is a very selfish, egotistical energy, but in reverse, it's about forgiveness, acceptance, learning ways that you had before, and fixing these things. And with the Hangman being here, that's all about new perspective. So with these neighboring each other, I feel like there's a lot of bad habits that you had that you fixed. I feel like there was it could even have been a mindset, because usually the Five of Swords is also a mindset. It's an action and a mindset together. And with this Hangman being here, that just shows me this might have been a mindset that you were in before that you're no longer in, and people can clearly see the growth that you made. It's like maybe you were someone that self-sabotaged a lot, maybe you were someone that thought negative a lot, and now you're like, look, if this situation is going to happen that way, that's fine. At the end of the day, I'm still me, so it's not going to do anything to me. You know, I'm not gonna allow myself to get angry because I'm still the amazing person that I am. And that might sound egotistical, but are you tearing anybody down while you're saying that? No. So what is the problem? But I feel like people love, oh, okay, so this doesn't even have to be a mindset shift. This could just be a way of you being able to see everyone's perspective. You can see the person that's in the wrong's perspective, you can see the person that's in the right's perspective, and then you can see the bystander's perspective. You're a very neutral person. And that, you know, that was a TikTok that I seen, and it was like rule number 1 to becoming a boss or a powerful person. Yeah, I think it was powerful person was learn to control your emotions. And this is what you guys do. And if it's not emotions and it's just your mindset, you're able to switch from one mindset to another, which makes you very relatable, which makes you someone that anybody can have a conversation with. You can literally talk to a group of people that have several personality traits, and all of them end up being in love with you because you're able to connect with everyone. And it's like, that's what I'm like, why am I hearing maladaptive? I'm getting like a copy and paste type of energy. It's like you can see something, copy and paste it onto yourself. That way now when you're talking to what you just copied, you guys are able to engage in a meaningful conversation and, you know, get along because you guys are very similar and mirroring each other. You know how to do that. And that's what I'm saying. You're someone, what is this? The cave. What is this? Yeah. What is under this? I cannot, wow. You see, I'm so happy I said that. I can't make this up. The shapeshifter. That's what I said. That is literally what I said. Copy and pasting. Turning into different things to match someone or mirror someone. Literally, that's what you do. That's what you do. Which is probably why you find yourself getting along with everybody. And with this ring, I don't know. I just heard everybody. Oh my God. The mirror. That is literally what I just said. The mirror. Mirroring everybody. I can't make this up. I literally cannot make that up. The mirror just showed. That's what I said. You mirror people. And I feel like you guys could do that to get what you want out of something. But let's get some more cards. Spirit, what about good things with the fall? What is this? The 4 of Swords. Spirit, why do people fall for good things? 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 No, don't fall. Oh my God, that's funny. No pun intended. I was telling my card not to fall, but this is reading regarding why do people fall for you. That's funny. Okay, what is this? The Knight of Cups. No, it's already bending and I just got these yesterday. Look, I don't know if you guys can see it. I'm gonna put this right here. And the Knight of Cups. Spirit, why do people fall for good things? Oh my God, this makes perfect sense. Spirit, why do people fall for good things? I feel like when people talk to you, like, you just offer so many diverse topics, and it's like entering a galaxy talking to you. Like you're entering a whole different dimension talking to you. It's like wow, that's crazy. Let's get another one. Spirit, why do people fall for good things? Spirit, why do people fall for good things? This fire, like this like red and orange and yellow things like sticking out to me. There's someone that could be very fiery. So you could even be a fire sign. I'm also hearing an air sign or a water sign. Like I don't even know. So an air would be Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. And water would be Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. And fire would be Sagittarius, Leo, and oh my God, Aries. Oh, now we getting it finally. Okay, so let's get another card. Spirit, why do people fall for good three? Spirit, why do people fall for good three? Okay, 7 of Pentacles. Okay, Justice, the Empress. Oh, breaking the deck, Temperance. Starting off with this Justice card being here, it's like something that I should have said it before I pulled up the card. Yeah, but it's like, and I keep hearing like manipulate. Like you can shapeshift, but you'll still follow the rules. You'll still remain moral. Like you'll do things that are not necessarily associated with the light. That's what I was saying. The dark is not bad. It depends on how you use it. But you can be sneaky. That doesn't mean you're a bad person. Like that's a really hard pill to swallow. You can be a sneaky person, but that doesn't mean you're a bad person. let's say, for example, you're sneaking around because you don't want to wake up the baby. Does that mean you're a bad person? Yes, it's out of context, but like, I'm just like, take the example. But anyways, I feel like you guys can manipulate your way into certain things. Oh, okay. And then these cups. Maybe you can use the beauty that you have to manipulate things or get what you want, but you still do it in a fair way. Like, that's actually not, like, that doesn't make sense. I don't know how to word it. Like, I hope you get what I'm saying. But we have the Four of Swords, the Knight of Cups, and the Seven of Pentacles. I feel like you guys come from, you started off trying very hard. I feel like you try very hard to impress people, please people, get things done, work hard. Like, I feel like you worked hard, very, very hard. But now you've turned into someone that can effortlessly slide words out your mouth in the most beautiful, romantic, whatever way possible that is very digestible to other people. What is that? What is that? I just got scared. Oh my god. Anyways, I feel like a lot of you guys are very hard. My whole energy is messed up because I just seen something and it scared me. Oh my god. Okay, so maybe the way you articulate, or like the way you like have words roll off of your tongue like butter is like scary to people, because it's just like, how? Like, the way you're able to make the most heartbreaking news sound like the best news is like, how can you even do that? It's like a superpower. Like, the way you articulate yourself, the way you word things, the way, literally oh my god, the way you express yourself is just wow. Like, how can you do that so effortlessly? But what I was saying, though, I feel like a lot of you guys probably worked hard to get to this point, or you just worked hard to learn a specific craft, and I feel like it helped you when it came down to the way people's mind work and the way the way you can receive certain actions, if that makes sense. So psychology, to sum it all up. With this Four of Swords, I feel like you don't really try hard, and that's crazy because the Seven of Pentacles is all about working hard. But I feel like you know when to relax and when to work hard. And with this Justice, it's like all about balance. You know when to do things and when not to do things. And that's what makes it very, very digestible and very pleasing to people, because you know when someone is smooth but they do it so much and they don't know when to stop that it becomes repulsive. You're not like that. You know when to stop and you know when to start, if that makes sense. But I'm gonna read this Ring card because I don't know. I'm gonna get another card, but I also want to read this because I just feel like you might have a message there. So let's see. Ready? No. I don't want to hear that. Okay, 179. Let's see. The Ring. I'm hearing like the Ring of Fire. What is that from? I think that's from a movie. Is it like the Game of Thrones? The Ring of Fire. I think that's what it's from. I don't know. However it resonates. So okay, we have the Ring. The Ring is an image of connectedness. Rather than viewing life as linear, as a series of progressive achievements, the Ring challenges us to sense the clinical, infinite nature of our world and experiences. Beginnings and endings fall by the wayside as we practice seeing ourselves as part of the cosmic circularity of creation. For this reason, it's no surprise the ring is worn on the finger to represent eternal love that surpasses space, time, and worldly things. So much can be projected onto this archetype, I don't know how to say that word, image, because it mimics the Earth's orbit around our great sun and the intimate bond between two lovers. It is the micro and macro united. This card calls us to deepen connection with self, other, and the world at large. Meanwhile, there may be a literal ring waiting to adorn your finger. Okay. So I feel like some of you guys are very much connected to yourself in nature, or maybe that was just a message besides this reading. Maybe Spirit is telling you to see. You see how, bro? Do you see the synchronicities in this reading, bro? We were just talking about self, and look what card just showed, bro. So yeah, maybe that was also a sign that Spirit is telling you to connect more with yourself, because, and that's why I heard maladaptive. I feel like this could be a coping mechanism for you to have control over certain things so you can feel worthy. It's like you have to manipulate your way into getting someone's grace. you know, you would rather manipulate than let things flow naturally, because if you're being natural and no one likes you, I feel like that might send you down like a tunnel of, oh my god, everyone hates me, I'm horrible, I don't deserve love. Like, I feel like you guys like resort to manipulating so you could, I don't know. Anyways, I feel like Spirit is asking you to heal and focus on yourself. If that's not the case, then don't take that. But let's get another card. Spirit, what is it about P3 that people fall for? Spirit, what is it about P3 that people fall for? No! My cards keep falling. Okay, let me pick this up. The Lover, that's crazy. Let's get another card. Spirit, what is it about P3 that people fall for? Spirit, everything I just heard. In your persona. Spirit, what is it about P3 that people fall for? That's too much. That's too much. Spirit, what is it about P3 that people fall for? I'm hearing Adin Ross. Okay, if you guys watch Adin Ross, then I guess that could also mean your humor. People like your humor. If you don't watch Adin Ross, I still think that that's your humor. So people probably enjoy your humor. Maybe you have a very flirtatious personality. But I'm Spirit. Oh, okay. I guess we're gonna see the shadow. You see. Oh my god. And look what's here again. It's the Self. What is this? The Thread. What's under this? The Judge. That's crazy. But let's get the shadow. It's crazy. Synchronicities is crazy. Well, let's see. Where is the shadow? Oh my god, this is what, okay. 117. Okay. The shadow. Okay, although every card in the Archetypes deck has a shadow potential, this card asks us to delve into the qualities of the shadow itself. Look, you guys know I'm horrible at pronouncing names. That's so embarrassing. And the fact that y'all never say anything to me about it, I appreciate that. Like, look, instead of like criticizing me, help me. Like, okay, anyways. We often think that the shadow can be purified, illuminated, and made right through effort and achievement. However, it is typical that the case, oh my god, no. However, it is typical the case that our lofty pursuit of ascension and perfection is the very source of shadow material itself. Didn't I say that? Like, you would rather manipulate to receive someone's grace rather than being your natural self, appearing perfect, appearing like you have everything together. By rejecting parts of ourselves in the world, we begin to separate from the whole. Rather than getting to know the qualities and content of our shadow, we busy ourselves with avoiding its presence. This is denial. When this card appears, it is time to take inventory of those things you've been denying. When the mind responds with no, anything but that, you are touching shadow. Find support for this deep inner work and move toward the shadow with patience and compassion. Now, I feel like that is a message from Spirit as well, but quickly, I'm gonna get into why people fall for, like, back to the topic. I feel like it's because of the way you probably pretend like nothing is wrong. Like, if someone asks you how you're doing, you'd be just like, good, when you're clearly not good. And when people ask further, you're like, it's okay, fine, I'll handle it myself. Not like, you don't have to worry. It's like you avoid a lot of things. You don't make anything negative. So I feel like that's why people fall for you. That could be another extension to why people fall for you. But towards the message I feel like Spirit is giving you is like, you need to address your shadow self. Every time, like the book said, every time you hear anything but that, that's you touching shadow, and I feel like you need to address it so you can become this like this ball of color rather than this black and white thing. But I'm gonna get a card on that actually. Spirit, can I get a card on the self and the shadow for the 3? Oh my god. What is this? 6 of Swords. Wow, I literally knew that card was gonna come out. I knew it. I should have said something. 6 of Swords. You need to move on from things that no longer serve you. The Empress and then the King of Swords. Yeah, you need to move on from things that no longer serve you. And I know that is not. It says I know that is. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. I know that is not as easy. It's not as easy as said as done. Okay, now I forgot how to say that. It's not. Wait, how do you say that? It's easier said than done. Yeah, it's easier said than done. But I feel like maybe a lot of you guys have been holding in a lot of pain, burden, and not acknowledging it, so it builds up, and you can have an outburst, and that outburst might be you trying to turn into someone that is perfect. I'm even hearing narcissism. I'm not saying that you are a narcissist, but it just narcissistic tendencies, you know, becoming full of yourself to avoid the shadow. Like, you feel like if there's one thing wrong with you, you're a horrible person. Like, no, that doesn't, no. But with the Six of Swords, maybe it could be like just a heartbreak or whatever. Like, maybe some of you guys are trying to better yourself to spite someone. That could be another thing. And while I understand that, and while that can actually still help you become a better person, but why would you want to betray yourself and do it for somebody else when you can do it for yourself? Why do it for somebody else when you can do it because you just deserve it? That you deserve to be sitting in a body that you love and care for. Why would you do it to spite someone else when you can do it for that? You know what I'm saying? Let me get a spirit. Anything else regarding that? The world. Yeah, it's time to wrap up cycles. It's time to wrap up a cycle. And now when you hear this, you're gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. If it's that karmic person, wrap it up. If it's it, and that doesn't have to be a romantic partner. It could be a family member. It could be a friend. Whatever. It could even be a job. It could be a mindset that keeps holding you back. Anything it is, it's time to wrap it up. It's time to move on and wrap it up. The world is about endings and beginnings. The world is about essentially the happily ever after. You know, moving on from things that don't serve you, tying loose ends, all of that. And be disciplined about it. Don't go back. Don't look back. And if you're gonna look back and it looks beautiful, don't go back still. Just keep it pushing, keep moving forward. But group 3, that was your reading. I hope it helped you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Okay, well, my phone is on low battery mode, so I'm gonna have to move the tripod and then click off. So okay, now I'm done with the reading.